There's often a question about whether composers have influenced each other. And of course what they can't do is copy each other, that would be plagiarism. But what they do is help each other, if you like, in a way that in the classical period, Haydn taught Beethoven. Mozart and Haydn were aware of each other. They were speaking some of the same language, but in a different kind of way. And that's absolutely the case in the 20th century with the great Benjamin Britten and his War Requiem. One example of this is in the second movement, the Dies Irae, where he really does think about the amazing work that Verdi had written at that moment. He doesn't write the same music, of course, but there are many of the elements of that dramatic use of the orchestra building up into this huge sound with the choir. Benjamin Britten does something very similar and very, very powerful. You can hear there are influences of the Verdi there. It's not the same. It's got Britten's absolutely clear stamp of his voice. But yes, he has been influenced. Another example of the influence of how to use another composer as a way of moving towards your own view on things. In Britten's case, setting the in paradisum, in paradise with the angels, using the key of G major, and he also uses what we call the ancient plain song in paradisum, which goes on and so on. He uses that so effectively. D major was also used by Fauré in his very famous Requiem at the very end. That's such a sweet setting of that wonderful text which Fauré has given us. It's a gift. What Britten wanted to do was use the same key and some of the same feeling of not moving keys quickly, but just a sense of resting in D major. So he does this. It's consoling. It's a feeling of something that's just allowing us to feel, Britten is taking us into another place. And that's how you get the link between one composer and another.